See how it plays out. Amir Grant ready to get us going here today, and away we go from Columbus in this crucial MIVA matchup. Daniel Hurley with the swing.
Watch out.
It's been a career year for Daniel Hurley, leading his career in kills, coming in with 87 on the year, as there's a swing and a point. 3 kills per set, 155 now on the year. Rodriguez in the middle, dumps it over, and he'll pick up the point for the Buckeyes. Here's Daniel Hurley with the Buckeyes up by 1 here early in a pivotal first set. Back set swing, and Hudson couldn't dig it out there.
Too hard for him to handle.
Here's Whiteside on the serve. He's got 11 aces on the year, trying to make it 12, but it's kept off the floor by Ohio. Now Wetzel, the lefty, going down the line. Good dig by Whiteside. He'll come back to him, and he'll bump it over. There by Zach Solomon. Now a swing on the outside, and the long rally will to serve once again for Lindenwood with the Lions with their first lead here this first set, trying to make it an ace, but terminate the point, and Hudson will just push it over. Try it again, this time outside, down the line. Mini run here for the Lions, make that another point. As Whiteside dots the eye and just keeps. So 3 straight here for Lindenwood. Whiteside to serve, and that will end the run as he overcooks it a little bit into the Ohio State bench.
Yeah, it looked like that.
Out of Lincoln Memorial in the offseason. Here's the set, now a swing, and that one hammered back down by Brendan Luthane.
So far early on.
Owen Walsh on the serve, Cincinnati product. Here's Rodriguez, leaves it up Hurley, and he flies in from the 10-foot line. Ohio State played just a handful of matches last year before a lower body injury, and there's an ace for the Buckeyes, their first.
Yeah, just a little bit of
service line once again. Back set, back row. Now another set, another try for Kraft, and he is stuffed. Another service here for the Buckeyes. His rifle, overpass over that. Don't mind if I do, says Stanislaw Hitchinski. He just tapped.
And games they win, they're 27-1 in sets.
Here's the back set, Kraft down the line, and he picks that one up. 7-all here. Here's Kraft once again. 2-time All-IVA selection with Maryville, and he puts it in Hitchinski. That was the 3rd service there on Lindenwood here early. Left up, Kraft a little. Now Rodriguez, there's Grimm, this time on the swing, and he is able to
close. And now they've got a 2-point lead because of it. There it is again, middle of the floor.
There's the back set, and Kraft able to dump that. That one just off the hand that time of Luthane. He tried to carve onto that far side, just couldn't keep it in. 10-8 bucks.
Yeah, split paint.
It's Aaron Grimm now on the service for Ohio State. Hurt down. Now Geist leaves it up. Far side, swung on by Whiteside, and he's able to put it down and terminate.
Indeed he did.
Here's Amir Grant, and he puts it into that. Tried to float it over, couldn't get it. And it's 11-9 now. Buck
with a block for every set.
Solomon leaves it up right behind, and that one hammered back down by Valley State for Lindenwood. Off to a fast start here today. Here's Rodriguez. He'll leave it up. Hurley looking for his 3rd kill. Nice dig there by Geist. Nice rally here. Rodriguez now. Hitchinski, and the point belongs to the Lions.
Amen. Led to a point.
There's that Solomon on the serve. And a miscommunication that time by the Buckeyes as that ball just floats right. Solomon on the serve once again. Hitchinski was there to receive. Now Hudson. Here's Hurley. He went down the line and right off the side out belongs to Hurley here. 12-all early first set. Luthane floating in. But good job by the Lions to scramble. Now Kraft puts it up.
Slid up near the net and in the middle of the floor. And they showed right there. And well, that's going to be a service ace. Give it right back.
Long here. That's the first service error for Ohio State here today. Lindenwood's got 4. Wetzel now flying in there, and he goes down the line, and Shane Wetzel had 7 swings prior to that before picking up that kill, and then Salvatore's will leave it too long, and the point belongs to the Lions on the Buckeye. 14-all. One more point here. We're triggered a timeout on the floor. Wetzel pushed it, and it ended up too long, and Kraft. Lindenwood here, the lead, and they've got the momentum out of the timeout, and they serve. Camped underneath it, leaves it up. Hitchinski going across the court. Couldn't catch.
Probably could have given it one more touch.
Left a little long. That time off the hand of Walsh, I believe it was.
And, you know, in a game like this, winning that first set is crucial, especially for Ohio State.
That's not going to help the cards for the Buckeyes as Rodriguez. coming off his 8th multi-kill match of the season, and that one just came off the hand a little weird. So here's Stanislaw Haczynski at the service line for Ohio State. As Luthane.
It's a 2-point lead again for the Lions. Not anymore.
Now a 1-point lead. Luthane off his redshirt sophomore. There's Solomon, sets it up, swung on the outside. Whiteside was there. It was
forced them to use their legs. That's where you can beat them.
Rodriguez, Salvatores hammers it one. Here's Shane Wetzel on the serve. Into the net. Lions win the race to 20 here in set number 1. Solomon, setter here for the Lions, and he puts a little offense on the board. Then ace for him.
Players down there for the Lions.
And it came in the offseason from Maryville. There was a 2-time all-comp. Geist pushed it over. Free ball to Hurley. Rodriguez now. Salvatores. This time he's stopping set. Here's Solomon on the serve. His fellow setter Rodriguez leaves Thane from the 10-foot line. Couldn't put it down. Hudson the dig. Now Wetzel the swing. Left.
Able to send it back to the other side.
So Buckeyes will get the point. Overpass. Salvatores right to the vacant back row. And 2 straight now.
He's getting 2 unanswered, and they're right back in it.
Here's Darren Hurley off his serve. Solomon leaves it up. Luthane tunes it up. And 23 as a team right now. Here's Haczynski, just able to somehow roll that over the net. Had enough topspin. Jones, a freshman out of Loveland. Here in the Buckeye State. Solomon leaves it up right in the middle. And tapped right back over by Owen.
Right here.
Walsh fires it into the net. Buckeyes will stay off the mat for just a second. Set point number 2 coming up.
Well,
out of system, pushes it over. Now Grant able to put it down. Has seen some time here in his freshman year. Off the serve from Solomon. Wetzel will try. He gets stuffed, but it's out of bounds. So Wetzel off the serve, nearly went over. Instead, left up right in the middle for Walsh, and he slams it down. Good night. That's your officiating crew. Edwin Rodriguez will leave it up. Hurley, that's how he opened up the for the Buckeyes. They've got 1 ace here today. Was received well by Geist. Another block. Luthane block. Here's Hurley again.
Look out.
And look out in the bench. Ace for Hurley. Whiteside couldn't receive it cleanly.
Ended up in the second row.
And Hurley, after the ace, service error. Point for Lindenwood. 4-3 here last time against Fort Valley State.
A little miscommunication in the middle right there.
Almost worked out. Luthane pushes it over for the Lions. Now
the State nonetheless.
Here's Eliel Salvatores, a little too long on the serve. And back and forth we continue to go. Point swings back. Couldn't find anything. Rodriguez leaves it up. Hurley. Henwood Rodriguez able to fire that one in there, and it just ate up the libero that time in Geist. Lead should they pick up another point. As Solomon leaves it up. Grant in the back row. Hurley on the dig. Now Haczynski goes down the line. Kills between the 2 matches. But had that big week a couple weeks ago, and he can do it defensively as well. As a point outside. Kraft
just unable to keep it in bounds right there.
Here's Daniel Henwood Rodriguez. Left that one offline to the right, just a tad. And Luthane here, the outside hitter. He sends that one over 70 miles per hour on the radar gun. Wetzel shut off at the pass and the block. So Luthane here trying to gather some momentum for Lindenwood in the second set. Graham the swing. Couldn't be dug out by Kraft. Buckeyes will win the. Stanislaw Haczynski on the serve. He was aiming for the left corner and just missed an ace that time.
Yeah, I mean, it was going to play a big role in how they play out.
17 combined service errors between the 2 thus far. And what a block that time. That was Owen Walsh. Attempts hitting .007. That's not going to help the cause. An ace for Lindenwood as Hurley couldn't. And went on a bit of a run. Buckeyes could use a point. Here's Grimm the swing, and he's able to stop the bleeding for now.
No, he struggled a little bit earlier in this one while serving, but good job right there.
Kraft now the swing. He enters back. Also one of the best and picking up assists. He picks up the ace. Good server. The entire Lindenwood bench is running back to the line. Fired up. Solomon on the serve again. Rodriguez pushed over. That was Wetzel who couldn't connect. Now the Solomon now, another serve. Feet start to be entrenched on that service line. Here's Rodriguez. Haczynski, much needed point right there for the Buckeyes.
Yeah.
12 all here in the second set. Make it 13-12 and now off the service there.
All right. Lindenwood is halfway there. Most certainly uncharted territory.
Sign. Now Haczynski, Geist again. Dug it out. Kraft this time. He puts it down.
Ohio State just looks jaw-shocked right now.
Ohio State was up 10-4 at one point of the set. And it's been all...
they can turn momentum. Well,
there's your answer right there.
there it is again.
15-13 now. Just clear the net. Hurley was there on the near side. Now Haczynski trying to go down the line. He's denied. It was Chicago, who averages about 11.1%. And Rodriguez for Ohio State right behind them at 3. That'll help service there that time by Lindenwood. But you're getting to the point here if you're Ohio State. Salvatore is off his serve. It's left up. And that one.
We've seen one set of quote-unquote nothing so far, and see if they can bounce back.
Luthane, this time a little touch and finesse.
And 3.
Here's Haczynski. He was tapped back at right in the lap of Wetzel. Haczynski, third time's the charm. No, sir. Now Luthane. He's denied.
Windy City.
Chicago area, and that one put into that by Henwood Rodriguez.
So he's another offensive option on the outside, which is where Lindenwood's strength is.
Luthane, he's had a hot couple of points. He left
A lot of things throughout the rest of the season.
Here's Haczynski. Certainly a pivotal match right here. That one put.
He was good at serving last time. See how far he can take him. I guess not far this time.
Luthane was there in the middle of the floor. Solomon left up and right in the middle. Owen Walsh has another service there. Point back to the Buckeyes. Stop me if I said this before. They're back within 3.
I think this is a great time for him to get back in, hopefully get his confidence up if you're the Buckeyes. Apparently not.
Just left it a little long.
They were hoping maybe that would get his confidence back up. Didn't do so.
Right side. Rifled it to Hurley. Rodriguez. Now Salvatore right to the back row. The guy's looking to make a late run at this one. As Solomon leaves it up, here's Luthane. Try to hammer it. He is on the swing. Tries to go back row. It goes high up into the stratosphere. Geist like a center fielder's underneath it. And Walsh keeps the point alive. Outside, Kraft. Haczynski, we've got a rally going. Hurley, back row. Ends it.
To get that point.
Compared to the lines on that point as well, but that's not going to help the Buckeyes' cause as Hurley will give that point right back. Owen Walsh now spark another point. Good read by Wetzel. He hopped right over that ball that time and pulls the Buckeyes within
the line, but doesn't have to worry about it.
That'll be Eliel Salvatore. Nearly an overpass. It won the swing down the line, kept off the floor. Out of system, Luthane somehow able to Lions.
Doing all the little things right.
As Luke Kraft the serve. Rodriguez, now Haczynski looking for the touch. So a point would keep this thing going and take set point off the board for the Lions. There's Luthane trying to end it. Now Solomon lays it up. Grant the hammer. And serves it away. Geist was there to receive. And then Kraft on the outside, able to swing down the near side.
Ball more than anything, I would say, but it's true here.
Solomon that time left it a little long on the outside. Cooled off a little bit in that second set. He's got 5 kills. Hitting .417 as well, but over. Now Rodriguez, Salvatore again. His second swing of the set results for Salvatore. Tied for second on the team. And now an ace for Ohio State. They take a 4-1 lead here.
The loss, interesting to see how this goes.
That'll be ace for Hurley, and then leaves it long. Service air, 4 aces apiece. As Whiteside couldn't find it, now Luthane rolls it over. Rodriguez the back set, Wetzel the swing, and he puts steps to the service stripe. Solomon the set, Walsh the swing, and the point. Tic-tac-toe, that one went. Graham the touch. Solomon the dig. 3 at him, and they're able to disrupt that swing. Now Hachinsky had 2 on him, and he just rolled a little over a year. As off the serve, the set, Grant, little tap, and 5 set, and then Lindenwood came and roared back. Rodriguez will leave it up. Wetzel the swing over. Stanislaw Hachinsky just rolled that one over. Solomon, the back set. Here's Kraft on the near side. Now Wetzel, his swing, picks up another kill.
Pin hitters on the outside.
Stanislaw Hachinsky the serve. He floats it over, near overpass, joust, and that's a point for Lindenwood. It'll be Luthane to line it over. Here's Wetzel on the outside. He tried to go cross court, but Solomon was there. Dug it out. Now the set, near side, Hurley swung. He was stuffed. Grimmett will try it. This time, he's able to connect for Ohio State.
Too much velocity to stop it.
Set up. And a big swing there by Luthane. 62 sets last year. Been a key contributor to this year as running back and bumping it over will be Hachinsky. Over. Now the swing on the outside as that was Whiteside with the attack. Now his fellow number 6 counterpart, it's Wetzel.
And it works out.
Solomon just trying to push that one up. We'll see what Ohio State will hold on to that challenge. It's probably a good cause, and there's an ace there for Lindenwood. And just like that second set, Lions starting
again. Watch this.
That time Hudson was camped underneath it. Now the back set, Hachinsky off the Lions the momentum again. Here's Rodriguez. Buckeyes certainly look in the set. The touch. And a point. Whiteside. I'll have to put that thought to bed for a second. Whiteside, or beg your pardon, Solomon the hammer into the net. And so spent some time at Purdue Fort Wayne as well. There he is. Lifted up for Kraft. Kraft couldn't connect. Now fellow Wetzel, chance to give the Lions the first lead of the third set here. Salvatore was shut off of the net. Now Hachinsky, joust, pushed up. Now Hachinsky, the big rifle. Geist couldn't dig that one out though. Here's Rodriguez off the set. Respect the specs. Lions hitting 353 right now as a team as well. Ohio State 311. Both offenses really stuffed off at the pass. Now Wetzel blocked and put down. Rodriguez. A line. It was Solomon on the dig. Here's Wetzel cross court. A little too far. Here we go off the serve. Grimm, little touch. Not sure if he got all of it, but it worked out just as well. That is some force sets. Lions can sweep this if they gather some points. That will help the call. Even newcomer to the year last year. 13 kills the last time out for the Buckeyes. And that one rolls out of bounds. Point for the Buckeyes. The service line is, now the team has gathered the hold of it. That one outside, and there's a service error right on cue. We're tied up again.
He averages 3.41 points per set.
Brennan Luthane on the serve. Ends up in the lap of Rodriguez, and a perfect pass up to Grant.
Haven't squandered him much.
Solomon the leave. Grant, what you can do.
Tonight.
He's second in the whole conference in terms of hitting percentage. A little shy of 600. Wetzel will pick that one up.
Tonight, being agile.
The set, Luthane flying in.
It's so hard to react to it that fast.
Here's Rodriguez on the near side. Hurley, the big hammer. 7 kills on the night, hitting 333. And just rolled it over the tape. What a job by Geist. It off the ground again. And the rally will keep going. That probably should have been a double hit. It was. Guys will serve it away. And serve it out of bounds. Service error. Now the Buckeyes retake the lead. Now Eliel Salvatore, he lines that one over. Here's Solomon, the give and go. There's Luthane once again, right off the. He led the team last year in blocks as well. Here's Wetzel to the back row. Was it in? Yes, it was.
It's in order for this one.
Here's Daniel Henwood Rodriguez just rolling it over the tape. Solomon left it up, high up in the Missouri. Nearly an overpass. It was out of bounds off the Buckeyes, and Lindenwood had an ace before that timeout. Won't get to this time. Here's Sachinsky back row, Buckeyes.
Penn State.
Leave it up, Wetzel, back row. There was touch to the net, and I don't think it was, because it was pretty far off the floor. Here's Grimm, and match point now. Rifled it over. This could do it. Couldn't be run down. Put a bow on this one.